I think Olympia's got one. Oh, yes, Olympia does. They're both really far out of position for stuff, though. Well, this isn't bad to go and swing back up to some of the territory. All right. Okay, this is a different one. Indulgence vendor. Gain 100 gold if the unit converts a city to your religion for the first time. Okay, all right. Right, it was that guy, but he doesn't have a turn because he's gotten promoted already. And Washington is converted, and I think there's enough of a margin in there that should be okay. Baltimore is actually owned by me, as is St. Louis. So we're going to get you to move to Kyoto over here. And this guy, what kind of promotion? Pilgrim, again. And you? Lots of pilgrims. Heathen conversion. Convert all adjacent barbarians to your side. That's very cool. Wolo, wolo, wolo. But yeah, we're just getting a lot of pilgrims, which honestly, thematically, awesome. Okay. Fuku is just barely converted. We're definitely going to want a little bit more of a margin there so it doesn't decay or get pushed by something else. Because there's clearly a little bit of pressure. I think we're going to need more than that. There we go. That's looking a lot better. And you are just the debater one, which actually makes your presence in Sende not helpful at all. Just work you up to Kyoto, where we're spending too much effort to convert, but whatever. Turjay says, hey, I'm fairly certain you were not above 110k followers yesterday, so congrats on passing 110k. Awesome! Yeah, I don't actually tend to look at the follower count on Twitch that often. I probably should. But I don't know how many people, like, come in from the follower alerts on Twitch. Because you can follow, but you actually, if you want to get an email alert, when you mouse over the follow thing, there's an actual sub switch that you've got to flick to actually get like an email alert or whatever. Otherwise, if you're on the Twitch website, then you get a little pop-up at the bottom of the screen when someone you follow goes live, but that's about it. It's such a waste to try to flip Kyoto. That's okay. Yes, I know Trajan's been defeated. Yeah, okay, so it was the Potato Palace that we didn't get to build, which is a darn shame. This apostle is just the orator. So yeah, we'll get you to come in over here. I mean, sunk cost fallacy, but he's got to be on the verge of flipping, right? So we may as well keep expending some more people by Kyoto. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, some mobile app alerts. That's right, too. And speaking of Twitch Prime here, Johannes just subscribed to Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. War is hell. Total war policy, double from pillaging. Settler cost reduced. Right. All that. We're not going to go and enact any of those choices. That's going to be fine. We are researching radio, so that'll work out nicely. This is what unlocks the Seaside Resort district. Oh, no, it's not a district. It's something you do with builders, which is actually a lot better. But yeah, you can build seaside resorts. Can only be built on coastal desert, coastal plains, or coastal grassland tiles. So flat coastal tile, that's not tundra. It has to have at least a minimum appeal breathtaking to start off with, but it doubles the tile's appeal in tourism. So breathtaking is 6 appeal, so this would generate 12 tourism each. And considering we're making 178 tourism as is, that means that seaside resorts give you a ton of tourism. Looks to me like tourism and culture victories is really very late gamey, which I think is appropriate because I think the concept of a cultural or touristic kind of victory really does require the idea of mass media or whatever. In Civ 5, it's kind of easy to hit influential influence with like a little bit earlier on because of the way the mechanics worked. So I don't know. Over here, let's get some more production. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. We've got another envoy over here. Can we get... Actually, we've got 2 in the bank, which means I could become the suzerain of La Venta, which doesn't help that much. I was just looking at the faith-based ones. Are those the only 2 that are faith-based? Yeah. We get a little bit of extra research over here. We're already the suzerain of Brussels, although we could get an extra +2 production per industrial zone, which is probably worthwhile. Yerevan, if we completed this... Oh yeah, this is you get all the promotions. Let's just sink some resources into Yerevan. Maybe we can get the next one, and if we can get more proselytizer, that would be quite good. So, again, you're a pilgrim, which I guess we should probably take advantage of. So, we should swing all you guys by Olympia. Oh, it's that direction, really. I mean, there must be more. Well, it's hard to tell. Then I guess easier to swing by Yosemite over here. Yeah, it doesn't take that many turns. I don't know. Field cannon, uses fortify up. Apostle, indulgence vendor, so you doesn't matter. You can't really do anything. You can do some conversions, which is quite nice. So we are just interested in getting you to help convert, say, these cities over here. Or you. You're a pilgrim as well. So you're going to swim by Yosemite. You, pilgrim. There's got to be a closer one. But I don't think I have a natural wonder over here. Wonder next to Namsos. I don't know where that is. Right here? Give me a tooltip. Yes. Okay. I don't think Yosemite's that much closer. And yeah, the indulgence vendor doesn't matter. But we'll use that. I'm not going to cancel any of my existing moves, but going forward. Martyr, Chaplain, right. Neither one which are important. That's already converted. You know what? You guys, come down to Sunday. You've got, actually, not that many spreads. And you've got 3. So I'll get this guy to spread to flip eventually. All right, Kyoto. You can do it. We need proselytizers. Oh my god. Flip already! It's a really big city. And I think it's getting some pressure from these other guys here. Wow, Scout. You're not in a good shape. Also, we promised our Congo we would move some troops, and apparently we did. Eureka towards advanced ballistics. Spy, you're going to keep defending my capital. The holy site. And yet, there's no way... I don't know why you can't get any readout of a religion of the city. You don't need an Inquisitor. Inquisitor's for your own territory. We need another proselytizer, is what we need. There! Finally! It just flipped. You're gonna die regardless. This slinger's gonna kill you. I'll try to escape this way, but the slinger... Oh, I still have move. I thought... Oh, because he doesn't have zone of control in the sea. Whew, thank goodness. I'll roll him, because I really want to see if we can't get another proselytizer. And then... Oh, yeah, get a neighborhood over here. And yeah, we'll build it there for +6 out of it. Power plant. Okay. And yeah, now we're going to start spreading down here. I mean, do I have another guy left over here? No, because I really have to make sure they go a little over the edge. But I'm here now. And at least here I actually get a display of what's going on. Oh yeah, there we go. Missionary. Use your last charge. Give me a little bit of extra room in Kyoto. It doesn't fade out too quickly. Is civilization Norway or Viking? Norway. Yeah, they don't just have a generic Viking civilization. It is called Norway. Sathya used the knight to clear out a barbarian encampment. Okay. So I'm hoping that one of the new guys I just produced can become... No, heathen conversion. I guess I could save you until I become the suzerain of whatever, and then I get access to all the promotions. So then I can make you a proselytizer, which seems like a good idea. For now, just make your way down to here. Claim great person. Great engineer. A city provides +1 appeal to any tile it owns. It's not terribly relevant. I could pass on him, I suppose, but... Whatever. It's fine, I'll recruit him. You're not at your population cap, but you're pretty darn close. More neighborhoods. what? Yeah, go for the workshop line down here. That's going to be fine. You're okay, so I'm going to send you down to here to help out with Sendai. Sendai. I don't know. I'm sure it's not pronounced anything close to that. I want to add appeal to Nidaros' tiles. Boom! Become prettier. And a trade route from Aachen. I don't think I want you to be in Aachen. I think I want you to join one of my new cities. Let's say Bjarkøy over here. Transfer Bjarkøy. We need more trade routes, actually. Oh yeah, heathen conversion. So I won't use you right now. Actually, this city would be relatively easy to convert because it's small. We still need to do Congo. Jerusalem, could you just get me started on missionaries? I think the price on the missionaries gotten a lot better. We don't have enough faith for more than that right now, but that's okay. And spread religion. Excellent, you flipped. Probably want to use one more charge, but that's okay. You're going to go and land yourself over here, and then you're just going to fortify until you're healed. I'll still get you to scout out for a little while, but we're good that way. Local happiness affected by number of cities and distance to the capital. As far as I can tell, no. As far as I can tell, distance from capital and number of cities doesn't factor in, but I should actually check again. I don't remember seeing a thing for that.
It isn't simply seagulls that flock to our shores now. If we build a seaside resort, we may be able to benefit from this new attraction to the ocean.
Got an inspiration.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. A world without radio is a deaf world.
Okay. What was I going to do? I was going to look at one of my cities and take a look at the amenities over here. So, luxury resources, civics, entertainment, great people, religion, national parks can all increase your amenities. War weariness and bankruptcy can decrease it. But as far as I can tell, you don't get a decrease here from number of cities or distance. That's something you could very easily add in. And maybe, you know, they'll do a rebalance for that later on. But so far, I mean, yeah, there's not much of a penalty of going wide, but I don't think it's like on higher difficulties. I don't think that's going to be something you can just do automatically. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. What's this? Police state. Oh, yeah. Enemy spies level reduced by 2 in your land. However, all cities suffer -1 amenity. I'm not going to do that, though. I think we'll get conservation. Oh, gives us an envoy when we finish it, so that's quite nice. And this Barkjoy, you're going to go and send a trade route, say Nidaros over here for more food and more production. And yeah, we're going to try to convert over this city. And, so if you completed your pilgrimage, yes, you've got 6 spreads available. Excellent. Very good. You can flip a lot of these cities by yourself. This is already gone. I think what I'll do is park you outside of here. So yeah, Congo have a lot of cities, so it's going to be a lot more work to focus on them. I don't think Japan's got very many. What do you have? You do have Pilgrim. Oh, so yeah, you got your pilgrimage here, which is a little bit closer. You flipped. I'll just get you to move over here for now, and then we'll just keep moving out at that point. I should actually check at this point, because I don't know how many cities Japan has. Are they... Yep. There we go. I mean, I can only see 3. They might have more than that. But all 3 have been converted. They're definitely in the list. So we just have to finish Congo. So we'll focus on their smaller cities. All their cities, other than Mbanza Congo itself, are relatively small. So I think they'll be a lot easier to convert, even without someone with the proselytizer bonus. And we've got plenty of people on the way, so I'm not concerned about... it's a desert tile, which this city can use very well. Why don't you build it over here instead? There you go. And, you can build a neighborhood as well. You don't have a super good location, though. Build yourself a sewer first. I don't care. I don't care. Game's over. Bombard. Apostle over here. You're done converting those cities. So I'm going to get you to move over here. Because we've got lots of places, guys coming to Mabumbi. So we'll just sort of try to sweep from west to east. She's denouncing me for being a liar. And a warmonger, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I can't disagree. You got me. I'm a warmonger. So we've got 2 of those cities and this one. So I'm betting another 1 or 2 cities converted for the Congo is probably going to be enough. Yay, it's barbarian killing time. Always fun and satisfying. And you've got 6 spreads. It's going to be not required, but let's go and send you down over this way as well. And you've got the pilgrim, so you just need to actually finish your move. It's just that there was someone in your way. There you go. There's your spreads. I like that idea. I love the idea of sending someone on the pilgrimage. You only got 1 charge left, so you're not going to be able to flip the city by itself, but we may as well get it started. That's going to be fine. Go Charlieism. I mean, this part of the religious spreading feels, no gifts, you know, a little tedious. But the religious warfare we were doing before, Inquisitors attacking apostles in their great rap battles, awesome. Awesome. Love that. And of course, some nations aren't going to care about religion. Like, Congo and Japan have never gotten involved in...
The whole palace complex is built along a central axis, the axis of the world. Everything in the 4 directions suspend from this central point, represented by these palaces.
Love the +1 wildcard policy. Of all the things you could +1, it seems like wildcards would be the best since they can do everything. Trade route, Mycenae, you know, just make a trade route somewhere. The game's virtually over. So it's going to ask us to modify our government because we've got this extra slot here. Nice. I don't really care what we do with it. Here, +2 housing in all cities with at least 3 districts. Not very many cities have 3 districts, but the ones that do are the biggest and probably could take advantage of the housing boost. Again, we really... There, you can start on that. We're very close to an end here. Start an industrial zone. That'll be a mine. This will be a mine too, so you'll get good bonuses. Just build it there. Probably will never get finished. If we're going to build an industrial zone, I'd rather have it there. Why don't you start on a harbor? Right there. It'll be perfect. Alright, you finished your pilgrimage. Yes, you've got 6 spreads left. Wonderful. I'll just sort of generally send you towards the correct front. You're going to come over here and kill us some barbs who have hidden beyond the hills, so I can't. Aw. Alright, go back on Auto Explore. Oh, there's a barbarian. Apostle, you're in a good position. Let's get to work on these guys. You got like 6 spreads. Each one of these apostles... Like, 6 spreads is a lot. Each one could probably flip most cities. Alright, we're going to be denounced by Japan. He doesn't like that I spread my religion to him, and also, maybe a wee bit of warmongering in the past. I can't imagine where they came up with that idea. But that's what they claim. I like how sometimes I'm like, yep, I'm a warmonger, and other times I deny it.
We now have the ability to build a spaceport.
We get into space!
Our research, we may be able to unlock the mysteries of the stars.
Well,
This Earth is a gift.
Rocket science has been mythologized.
If you want to see a space victory be pursued, make sure to watch the Rome Let's Play on YouTube. In the Rome Let's Play, we do aim for a science victory. Here we're doing the religious victory. Next game, I suppose we'll have to try tourism.
Water and air, the 2 essentials on which life depends, have become global garbage cans.
1 copy of a strategic resource allows you to produce and purchase units required in any city. Yeah, because normally you need 2 copies of strategic resource to be able to build a unit. Upgrading, I think, only needs 1, but to build needs 2. So that makes it a little easier. Keep working the religion, please and thank you. And you, go ahead and... Pew! And, do we want a beeline attack? What do we want to do here? Oh, nuclear fission. We need 6 technologies! And you see, we've been ignoring the bottom line. Never got rifling, combustion. I mean, we can build airplanes and rocketry, but we've never figured out combustion. Our airplanes, what they run is, they've got, we went into the rainforest, and we get the sap from a specific kind of tree. And it can create these sort of long polymers. We like to call it rubber. And we make a big band, and we put the propeller on it, and then what you do is you twist the propeller up, so the rubber band all balances, and when you let go of it, vroom, your airplanes go. Who needs combustion? Ooh, capitalism. don't think it matters. Oh yeah, I like this. Cultural heritage reveals shipwreck resources. Not only to get archaeological sites on land, but you can do archaeological sites in the sea from the shipwrecks. Also, the Sydney Opera House, bonus tourism. Gonna do that. Build me a factory, whatever. Just do things. Build me a shrine, yeah. Ooh, envoys. It would be very handy, actually, if we finished Yerevan. Boom. Well, we're going to become the suzerain of it now, because we're going to go up to 7, which means now my apostle can choose apparently any upgrade, and I do have some kicking around that have not spent their upgrade yet. I wonder if I could find one. Like you. There you go. You must be adjacent to a city center to take your promotion. So I'm going to do this, and I want to see what it looks like. Okay, I'm wondering if it only affects new apostles. I was wondering about that, so whatever, just continue on your trip then. So maybe Jerusalem, what we'll do is we will faith purchase a apostle, and then we'll see. I can't do it now. I gotta wait a turn for him to become active, but we'll see if he can choose from any possible upgrade. Spread religion. And spread religion. Rubber propeller plus gliding to land. Did Quill just create the best airplane ever? I don't know. I'm pretty sure, based on what the Kerbals use to get to space, that should be more than enough to just fly. Actually, someone should make a mod for Kerbal Space Program that adds a rubber band engine. Ooh, does it ever get choppy between turns?
However beautiful the strategy,
Game really needs a reboot.
you should occasionally look at the results.
When we finish this game, I will go and actually like relaunch Civ 6 for the first time in like 3 days before we start a new game, which I think we will. Oh, great person. Oh, Alan Turing! Triggers the Eureka for computers. Oh, we've already got computers. And also one random technology from the modern era. We're not in the modern era anymore, although technically because we beeline the way we are, we probably still have modern era text to Eureka. In any case, it's Alan Turing. Obviously, we want to recruit him because he is awesome. Build a workshop, build whatever. And you, pew pew! Yes. And you are going to keep trying to spread the religion here. It's going to take a lot of work. But we'll get those working. And spread some more.
We have a basic need to believe in something greater than ourselves. We crave solace in the darkness, and light unto our path. Thanks to you, we found meaning amid the cosmos.
Hashtag no spoilers. Hashtag one more turn. So clearly the last religion spread that we just did was able to flip that Congo city, and that put them at the 50% mark. So every civ in the game, of which there are only 6, don't ask what happened to Germany or Rome. Don't ask any questions. There have always only been 6 civilizations. Anyway, all of them follow Charlieism by 50% of more of their cities. Woo! And then we got the end screen. We could replay the movie. Do you want me to replay the movie? We can take a look at our ranking. How do we just get Neville Chamberlain? There might be a modifier for difficulty. Maybe at higher difficulties, the same score would be multiplied by something and going up there. Maybe having tuned it. Because, I mean, come on! How did we get Neville Chamberlain? I'm not saying we needed to get, a Kaiser level. But maybe, maybe a Charles de Gaulle, at least? Oi. Oi! Replay. So yeah, there's no map replay in this build. I don't know if there's going to be in the final one or whatever. But check a look. Check a look. Check this out. Take a look at all the different graphs. This is culture per turn. You can see somewhere around here we built a couple of theater squares and some wonders. Just like hit a wall and then poof, culture. Faith per turn is quite a bit more interesting. That's very similar actually. Look at this. Rome. They were working for a religious victory even from as far back as here. they were building more faith than everyone else. Japan actually built a fair amount of faith around a certain point. It's interesting that Scythia, which is this beige line here that I'm going, this is one we were doing religious warfare with for a long time. They actually never went crazy. They never went Super Saiyan with their faith production, which is kind of interesting. It kind of petered out. But yeah, Rome was definitely going to make a push for religious victory. And honestly, if we this drop here, this is when we went to war with them and we started invading them. If we hadn't, I'm willing to bet Rome could have pulled it off. And then, boom, this is us again. What else do we got here? Gold balance. Well, it's balanced, so that's always going to be squiggly. Is there a gold per turn? There's science per turn. And for a long time, we didn't go really overboard. But here, yeah, we definitely got an edge. I'm not convinced that the science per turn made a huge difference. Although, getting to factories so that you can snowball your production certainly helps a lot. Score per turn. Okay. Total buildings constructed. So many graphs! And I like, you can even look at city-states too. Like, that's fantastic. Total cities captured. Literally no one else captured a city. Rome lost the most cities. Total districts constructed should be us. Just because we had more stuff. We had more cities, more production, so we will have more of all those things. Total great people earned. Look at this! Is that Congo? Look how many great people they were earning. Madmen! They probably built more of their districts early, is probably a lot of what happened there. So they were accruing some more points. It actually it took us to here, really, to even surpass Rome. We were basically third in great people most of the game. That's something we'll probably be paying more attention to next time. I gotta say, my Rome game, I don't remember, I think episode 12, 13 maybe has gone live now. We are getting a fair amount of great people in the Rome game, but we didn't do as many here. Total units killed. For some reason, we're ahead there. Although Japan really got killed a lot of units. Total units lost. I was going to say, might even be us along the way. But no, we're pretty careful about not losing too many. It was actually Rome by the end there. This, just flatline after they were just gone. Total wars against the player. Wait, against a player, not a city-state, in other words. And we were tied with America at the top. America did declare quite a few wars, actually quite suddenly. There's like a bunch of bulk wars going on over here, multiple declarations. Or wait, is this total wars? Oh, that's total wars against that player. So this probably, the reason America had so many wars declared against it over here was probably all of our city-states declaring war against them. That makes sense. So total wars declared. Greece took the lead here at 2. So we declared a war here. We declared our second war here. That makes sense? Maybe? I don't know. I guess a lot of the wars we fought were actually other people who declared war on us as like a pair, as a joint war. Total wonders constructed. This is an interesting display. We did actually take the lead right at the end. I'm assuming, because this is before. So I'm assuming this actually is showing wonders constructed as opposed to, wonders captured or anything crazy like that. Anyway, I love the sheer number of graphs over here. I think that's awesome. Really excited for that. Poll for new Civ? Yeah, probably. What we're going to do is take a short break. I got, like, no voice. This is, like, again, this is my 4th day in the row streaming. I've got very little voice. I can feel my throat just, like, wanting to close up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. I'm going to put up a straw poll for who we should play next. With the intention, I would like to pursue maybe something more culturally. Although always in Civ, it's a bad idea to lock in on a victory type before we start. Because you got to adapt to circumstances. But I would like something culturally. So we'll see if we can pick something that matches that. So let me go to the main menu. So what I want to do is I want to set up the straw poll first. Then we're going to take a break. You guys can vote. And I'll come back. And then what we're going to do is probably play for about an hour. Because I think that's all I've got left in the tank. And what I think this will do is I think this will be the introduction to the next Let's Play. Because I don't think I'll be able to stream again for a little while. I'm going to need a break. The next regularly scheduled live stream, well, technically there's one tomorrow morning for Dungeons & Dragons. At least I don't have to talk continuously for that because it's, with 3 other people. And the next regularly scheduled one will be on Wednesday for Civ. So I think there would be a break of a couple of days. Take Monday and Tuesday off of streaming. And then come back. And so as such, I don't know. We'll see. So if I want create game, then I get the list of leaders. Okay, so let me set up a straw poll. Because we don't have Brazil in this build, right? No. It's interesting. So, what? Civ / or what's Civ for new game? Question mark. We've got Barbarossa, Germany. What's their unique ability? Right, each city can have an extra district, which, yeah, it's not bad, actually. I mean, we need districts for, you know, maybe cultural victory. So, +1 max district. I'll put the description in the thing. Next up, we've got, okay, so we're not playing as Norway. Okay, Japan, actually really quite strong here. So we've got Hojo, Japan. This is surprisingly good. It's double adjacency bonus. Adjacency bonus. I'm not spelling that wrong, but fuck it. For districts. Hang on, let me see if I can improve that. Adjacency. There. And what's deceptive about this was that it provides an additional standard adjacency bonus for being adjacent to another district. Okay, so it's not that it's double, but the important thing about this is that normally, if a district is adjacent to your city capital is a district. So if you build, say, a campus adjacent to your capital, that by itself is not enough to get a bonus normally. But when you build a second district adjacent to that campus, then that will count as 2. One is the city center, one is the, I don't know, entertainment district, and then the campus will get +1 science. But now, with Japan building that campus adjacent to your city, that's, you get +1 for being adjacent to another district. So it's kind of nice. Also, you get a bonus to fighting on the coast, which may or may not be okay. You get samurais. Later on, we get the electronics factory, which does give us even more culture. So that might be relevant. So Congo. I should just put in the nation. Less typing. Congo. Relics, artifacts, great works. All good. Is this a building? Gets more things. Religious convert may not build Holy Strike districts. Really? So you can't build them at all. That's why you want everyone else, and then you get all the benefits. It's to be quite focused. Like, we literally wouldn't bother at all with religion. And you just get more stuff. More stuff from relic/artifacts or something. Greece is extra wildcard. Plus 5% culture per city-state. Vassal. You know, that's interesting. Spain. I don't want to play Spain. Spain encourages religious gameplay. I mean, you don't have to go it that way, but encourages religious gameplay, so that doesn't sound like the sort of thing we want. Culture earned from kills. I don't think we're going to play as Teddy. We're not playing as Thomas. Vicky is interesting. England, because you get the British Museum, more artifacts, and you get do they not get a discount to building mid and late era wonders? In the build I played before, that's what it had. Okay, so British Museum replaces that. Okay. All right, so that's going to be the list. There's going to be a choice of 5. You can choose more than one. Boom, 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 boom. Which civ vote here? There you go. Or was that France that had the mid to late game wonder building bonus? I thought Vicky did. Anyway. All right, let me take a short break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We will start up a new game.